Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Continuing our top 15 series, we've got something special lined up for you today. I know so many of you have been asking for a customer reviews analysis for this one. Well, we're finally doing it. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer was looking for a very specific upgrade to their media consumption setup. Previously using a high-end tablet for watching shows, they decided to pair a spare computer with a portable monitor for a more permanent installation. An initial attempt with a standard LCD portable screen was functional, but the picture quality was a clear downgrade from their tablet's display. This led them to try out this particular OLED portable monitor, hoping for a more premium viewing experience. Our reviewer quickly realized that expectations needed to be managed. A portable OLED screen, they noted, is not in the same league as a flagship television from a major brand, which benefits from sophisticated internal processors and extensive calibration settings. With that in mind, this display is indeed a significant step up from its LCD counterparts. The black levels are substantially better, and both color and sharpness see a welcome improvement. For this client's specific use, the brightness was also perfectly sufficient when using the dedicated power adapter. However, the out-of-the-box experience was quite poor. The settings for shadow detail and color saturation were terrible, requiring a good amount of time in the menus to achieve a balanced picture. While the adjustment options are limited, there was just enough control to make it look much better. Even after tweaking, the image doesn't quite match the quality of their premium tablet or high-end TV, but it's a solid performer. There were a couple of other frustrations. The integrated foldable cover is not removable, which prevented the reviewer from using their preferred mounting solution. The built-in speakers also exhibited strange behavior. While not expecting great audio, the stereo sound had an odd quality from a normal distance that wasn't present when listening to each speaker individually. Ultimately, this client decided to keep the unit, concluding that while it has its flaws.
Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer decided to purchase this portable monitor at a time when there wasn't much information available about it and wanted to share their experience. The initial impression was quite positive, noting the solid build quality and the surprisingly nice hinge cover that was included. The standout feature for our reviewer was something the monitor lacks: touch capability. They found that on other OLED screens, the touch layer can create a screen door effect, but without it, the pixels on this display are perfectly crystal clear. The response rate is also spectacular. When mirroring their laptop's own OLED screen, both displays were perfectly in sync with no discernible lag, a feat confirmed even with a high-speed camera. However, despite the incredible clarity and speed, this client ran into a few disappointments. The colors seemed a bit off and less crisp than on their laptop, and the minimal onboard settings offered little room for proper calibration. A significant practical issue is that the screen requires its own separate power adapter to reach full brightness, meaning you're always managing two cables, which feels clunky and wasn't clearly advertised. Furthermore, several features that many would consider standard are missing. There is no support for variable refresh rates, which is a big drawback for gaming. The advertised HDR mode is also not a true implementation. It just oversaturates the brightness and is not recognized by the operating system as an HDR-capable display. Other small grievances include the lack of a VESA mount for custom stand setups and the absence of an internal battery. The sunken-in screen design also makes it a bit difficult to clean, as debris can get trapped in the corners. Ultimately, while the core panel is excellent, it feels held back by these missing quality-of-life features.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer was pleasantly surprised by this portable monitor. The initial impression is one of solid construction and quality materials. The picture quality is truly impressive, delivering the crisp visuals you'd expect at this level. Our reviewer found it especially useful for creating a portable photography workstation and for extending their laptop's display while traveling. The inclusion of a full-sized HDMI port is a definite plus, avoiding the hassle of adapters. While it features two USB-C ports for power and video, this client noted that achieving maximum brightness requires supplemental power through the second port. Running solely off a single cable will dim the screen, likely due to the power limitations of standard USB ports. While it functions, the compromise on brightness is noticeable. The integrated speakers are, frankly, disappointing. The sound quality is weak and tinny, but in all fairness, expecting much from such a compact device is unrealistic. For gaming, this client found it acceptable. The 60 Hz refresh rate is perfectly adequate for most games, with only hardcore competitive first-person shooters potentially feeling limited. A standout feature is the securely attached cover. Unlike other portable monitors with flimsy magnetic attachments, this cover stays firmly in place. The cloth-like texture on the cover adds a touch of premium feel that elevates it above the typical cheap plastic found on similar products. Overall, aside from the subpar audio, this is a great portable monitor with excellent picture quality.
And that's a wrap. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you've got thoughts. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.